There we go, that worked well. I was supposed to have a little countdown thing. Hope you can all hear me. Let me know if you can hear me. There we go, that worked well. Oh, hold on. There we go. Yeah, I'm supposed to have a countdown thing going, but that didn't work. Right, hope everybody's fine. If you're watching, just say hello and let me know that you can hear me and everything's tickety-boo. So I could be just not saying anything. I'll give it a minute or two to see if anybody else wants to turn up. But let me know, please, if you're sitting in the chat, just say hi, you know. Thanks, Carl. Thank you very much. Yeah, 3 years. Crikey, it's gone past so quick. Sounds all good. Thank you. Cool. Yeah, it might mean I'll have to do this again. Stuka, hiya, my friend. Glad you're okay. Thanks, Brun. Good to see people here. I'm not sure what we're going to chat about, you know, but if you want to have a chat about something, you know, just post your questions. You can ask rough, awkward questions. Camp, hiya, matey. Beat Cafe. Thanks. This is more than I thought would turn up. My goodness me. Mark, thank you. Thanks, Mark. Yeah, thanks, Mark. It's yeah, it's been up, but of course, when you notify it on your YouTube channel, not everybody sees it unless you're subscribed. Yeah. So hope everybody's okay. It's been baking up today. It's been up into the 90s here. So I'm a bit like, oh. And if you can hear a noise whirring, it's my fan. I've got to have it on, otherwise I'll just collapse. Steeler fan, how you doing? Yeah, so what you been up to today, everyone? 3 years. I've made a note. I didn't know what to do. I got all sort of nerdy, and I made a note of what I played in the 3 years. And the first year went a bit bonkers. So you know, I might go through that later on. Anybody playing anything at the moment? Anybody waiting to receive stuff? I'm Craig, thanks. I've got Empire of the Sun turning up tomorrow from Second Chance Games, P500. So that's another one. Working errands. Thanks, Stuka. Yeah, 3 years. It's gone like that. It's just crazy. It's like watching your child grow up. You turn around and it's they're 6'2". So yeah. Excuse me. So, what are we going to chat about? What are you playing at the moment? I'm still learning it. I've got Operation Theseus from VUCA Simulations there. Want to play that next. And then, after that's out of the way, I've just printed off Zero Leader player logs. And you know what, Brun? I was looking at that, and if I can get... My friend has lent me his industrial-sized printer, which will take A3 card. So I might be able to go onto Wargame Vault and get that, because you can pick them up pretty cheap and print off. The problem with the games produced in America from when I've done print and play games is we use A4 and you use 8.5 by 11 over across the pond, and it's slightly different to A4. So when you try and squeeze the map on, it doesn't quite fit. So I'm going to get some A3 card, print the maps out, and then I can cut round them. They'll be exactly the same size as with the counters. Deadly North. Oh, you. Whoa, Mark. Bonkers. That's a monster thing. You know what? I'm thinking, shall I? But it's so expensive and huge. But good luck with that, Mark. Oh, Stuka, most fearful sacrifice. I must be the only person on the planet that hasn't got that yet. So it's on my list. Hi, Tony. Flying Pig 65. Yeah. That's the Vietnam one, isn't it? With the solo cards. Wasn't there a bit of problem with that when that first came out with the solo thing? But looks like they've sorted that out now. Oh, Carl, yes, you've got all Mike Lambo on us, haven't you, Carl? He's dishing them out at a tremendous rate. Everybody loves them. I must try and get one to see what it's all about. But they do look good, and they seem very popular as well. Camps playing Fearful Sacrifice as well. Celsius, that's 30 odd degrees Celsius, 34. Hot. For us Brits, that's hot. Yeah, I'll keep looking at that. I was going to ask Jamie if he'd send me a copy, but if you haven't subscribed to his channel, I'm not sure he's doing much at the moment because he's designing games. It's JK War Games, or JK War Games is Jay Kirkpatrick's YouTube channel. Looking forward to Pacific. Which one's that? Tony, how are you, mate? Carl, Pacific, what's that? Which game's that? Not the Pacific War, that one. Yeah, I hate it as well. I'm sitting, just can't get on with anything. It just drains you. Angola, Mark. That's a 3-player game, though, isn't it? Yeah. Good luck, Mark. Yeah, get that clipper going. Yeah. You've got Sacred Oil as well. Crikey. So you're going to hire a football pitch, Mark, to play it on, yeah? That might be the best thing. Or indoor. Badminton court. That might be good. Oh, right. Screen Lane 5 Pacific. Of course. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Stefano. Very nice. Thank you. Thank you. So after course 0 leader, I'm not sure what I'm going to play. I'm supposed to be doing my 10 games. I tell you what, Lock and Load Tactical is on my list, but I don't know if anybody saw the live stream the other day where they were talking about Bevin's new one, Bittersweet Harvest. The things they're putting in that game now, excuse me, it's got its own solo unit in it. So the cards, the solo card, you can still use the solo assistant that you can get for Lock and Load Tactical, but from now on, they're putting their own solo bot in each module game. So Bittersweet Harvest will have its own solo cards that you use just for that, and then the next one that comes out, is it Granada? That will have its own solo cards. They're not bringing out solo cards for the games that you might have at the moment, but you can still use the Lock and Load generic solo assistant for that. Of course, Pacific War, Stefano. That's a game I've pushed about and had a little muck about with, but it's going to be needing a lot of study. And as a YouTuber, I can't take 6 months off because people think I've passed and, you know, unsubscribe. So maybe one day. But if Stefano says anybody wants to play, get on that Vassal and play. This is what it's all about. Oh, here is a Normandy big red one. Yeah. ATS, Advanced Tobruk System. Tony will be pleased if that's what that is. Lock and Load Tactical. It's one of my favourites, as you probably, let me look there. As you can probably see there. Oh, that's all Lock and Load Tactical as that is. It's a great system, but as we always say, how many tactical systems do you want? You want just one more. And it's a great system, Mark, and it's a 2-player game, but it's easy enough to play both sides. It's what do you call it? You go, you move a unit, I move a unit, you know, activation sort of thing. But they brought out a solo assistant for it, which you can use. But now the new one coming out is going to have its own solo assistant built into it, and its own battle assistant. So you can, it looks really good. They've revamped the whole thing. There's a lot in that box. It's a complete thing. The solo assistant, the battle generator, or battle assistant, I think it's called. And that's going forward now with every lock and load tactical new module that comes out. But if you've got the old ones, that will be used with the normal lock and load solo assistant. Matt. Hi, Magnus. Crikey, Wings of Glory. That's worse than Red Storm. Yeah, War 85. War 85. Mark, going back to that, is great. That's more similar to the Second World War Nations at War game that Lock and Load do, with a little bit more chrome. So Wings of Glory, eh, Craig? Well done. Day of Heroes. I haven't got that one, Tony. Yeah, he's across the puddle bit, not across the big bit. Is Magnus. Give it a look. I mean, you could pick them up. I don't know where you are. If you're across the pond, Mark, then they do a starter kit, you see, which is about $9 or $10, $12, which you have to. I think you have to make the counters up yourself. The rule book you can download. Everything like that you can download the rule books, and you get a little scenario with a few counters. You can push things about and see if you like it. Red Stock, yeah, Brown, it's crazy. I need to spend more time with it and give it the love it deserves, but too many games. But I did enjoy playing with Tweez when we did our live stream. Yeah, quite right, Stefano. I mean, going through the little beginner type scenarios and then moving on to the, I can't remember what they call them, battles, and then the scenarios. It looks fantastic. It's and I have pushed it about a bit, but I think you've got to sit down, and so this is what I'm going to be playing now for the near future. Oh, am I? Sorry, Craig. Oh, I am. I'm thinking of that other mega game that I can't. I thought it was Wings of something. It's a bit like Red Storm in World War II. Sorry. I know what you mean now. Yeah. Me having a senile moment. Sorry about that. So, I tell you what, I didn't have to, I said earlier, I made a list. Oh, the other thing I got in was, you know, I do like a bit of DVG, and I do like the Leader series and all that. I just do, because as you'll see in a moment, that's how I started my YouTube life off with DVG games. I got the B-17 expansion. Now, I don't know if you know, but I looked up, and there's a place over here that deals mainly in Magic the Gathering cards and that sort of thing, and Yu-Gi-Oh! And some board games. But they had this up for a really daft price, and I thought, okay, thanks, Jay. And I thought I'll order it. So it came along, and unfortunately, that's all that came along. Now, if you know the history of this thing, when it was published a couple of years ago or a year ago, lots of stuff, the maps, there's extra maps in here, and they were missed out. The cards were missing cards, and it was all a bit funny. So they brought out an expansion pack, you see, with a new pack of cards and the maps, which are behind here. But that other place didn't have them, so I had to send that back and pay a few quid more to get the proper one. But I've got all the expansions for all the Leader games I've got, which I thoroughly enjoy. B-17 Leader, Magnus, which is that game there. Fantastic. If you've played any of the Leader games, like Corsair Leader, Zero Leader, Israeli Air Force, Hornet Leader. What's the other one? Phantom Leader. They have a similar format. This one is completely different. It's operational, and yeah, it's designed by Dean Brown, so it's a different thing. The guy that's designing Spruance Leader, the new game coming out soon. So I've got all the expansions for the Leader games I have. I haven't got Phantom or the other one I said. Yeah, that's the other thing. Yes, Kyle, they do. I keep forgetting about that. I'm just an old-fashioned guy. Yeah. They do it digitally. Again, you can buy the starter kit online on Steam, and you don't have to stick anything together, and you can download the rules. And I think the rules may even be digitally on the game. So yeah, you could do that. Yes, thanks, Carl. Is it Wing Leader? Is that the one that's bonkers like Red Storm? Wings of Glory, yeah. Oh, I know the one. Yes. Yes, I know the one. Is that the one with the little models? Yes. Yeah. Thanks, Stefano. Hornet Leader, yeah. I'm going to have a drink. Cheers, everyone, and thanks for stopping by. It's wonderful to see you all. And it's to say it was a last-minute thing. I was thinking about it last week, and I thought, because it was yesterday, the birthday of the channel, so I thought I've got to do it tonight. Yeah, yeah. Fulcrum Leader, yeah, they're supposed to be doing a Spitfire. You've got Snooker Leader coming out, so I dare say Snooker Joe's got his eye on that one. David, thank you, sir. Thank you. So let's have a look. Now, I was doing a little bit of research, and in the first year, this is not including unboxings, because you know I love an unboxing, and it doesn't include later on any of the live stuff I did. But during the first year, I played 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 games. Jester, my friend, thank you. Thanks, Tony. 16 games. Don't tell Jester I played 16 games in my first year, and it's gone down to about 8 after that. But the first game I ever played was Warfighter, and I played a game, and I called it the Magnificent Six, because there was a chap in it whose photo looked like Yul Brynner from the Magnificent Seven. So I took a little cheek on that one. That was fun. And then I did a shore invasion, and I just played a couple of more DVG games, Pavlov's House, Corsair Leader, and then I've discovered hex and counter games, so to speak, and that was Battles of the American Revolution. What a fantastic game that is. David, yeah, I can't wait. I'll have to chat them up because it's expensive. And yeah, Battles of the American Revolution, fantastic game. Not very deep, not very hard to play. And if I can understand it, anyone can. If you've got an interest in the American Revolution, then I would get that, because you get a lot of game. You get 3 mounted maps, double-sided. Or no, 2 mounted maps, 4 games. Yeah, great. Then I went to Castle Litter. Had to go at Castle Litter. Oi, thanks, Magnus. Yeah, this chap. I mean, it's on the thumbnail. You have to scroll right down to the last one. He's a little bit. You have to squint your eyes a bit. So yeah, Castle Litter. And then I played an unusual game, which was sent to me by Strategymarta, which used a pack of cards as the dice and what happened and moving stuff and all that. So that was good. And then the thing I keep having people taking the mickey out of, I played Panzer Grenadier, and that was down to Jester, ID Jester playing it. And I got hold of Panzer Grenadier, played that, great, love it. Just haven't got around to playing it. They do pull my leg about it. And then we're back to Israeli Air Force Leader, another good game. If you're not sure which one to get, because they're similar, but they are different. They have different little things in them that are different. And then Corsair Leader came out, and you had dogfighting in it, which is completely different. So yeah, Israeli Air Force Leader has props and jet planes. So you go right through from 45 right up to quite modern times. So that's a great game. Then I did a bit of Nations at War, The Great Crisis of Frederick the Great. That was a game, I thought I did, yeah, before that I did Aachen. Aachen was the first game VUCA Simulations sent me. And then The Great Crisis of Frederick the Great. If you're into the 7 Years' War and you don't want too complex a game, it's a remake. VUCA Simulations tend to do sort of remakes and revamps of sort of old classic games. Stefano, I don't know how to use Discord. I will try and do it. Shut up, Jester. But I will in the future. I'm determined to be more techie, techie in this next year. And then after, yeah, so if you're into the 7 Years' War, this Great Crisis of Frederick the Great, fantastic looking game, nice and easy to play, recommend it highly. And then I played The Hunters, which is my most popular video ever. It's got over 12,000 views. I couldn't believe it. So, and then I did a couple of print and play Pocket Land Ships, which is being reprinted, and I've ordered that with deluxe cards and dice and all that sort of thing. And Airborne in my pocket. Did a bit of Warfighter Modern. Did Red Menace as a print and play game. That's a good little game if you want to get back to the 1950s and the Cold War. But the Cold War happens, and the Russians are sending over their bombs. You're sending over your bombs, and you've got to nuke each other. It's great fun. Solo game. And to finish off that year, one of my favourite games, RAF. E4 Ammon, hiya, thank you so much. And Crossing Obstacles. So that was a massive year. And then the second year, I started the year with a game that's haunted me since I played it, and subsequently haunted Tony from Tony's Bald Life, and that is Field Commander Rommel. Good little game, but poor old Rommel, in my case, didn't get out of Belgium. So that wasn't too good at all. We did the Doolittle Raid in the second year, another good game. I mean, they're all good games, otherwise I don't play them. If I don't play them, if I don't video them, you know that they're not much good. Yeah, Rommel. Crowbar, Herman's game, Herman Luckman's game, another good game. And then I played Men of Iron, did the Agincourt scenario. That's another great game. If you want sort of something just past the ancients, you want something a little bit simpler than Great Battles of History, well, quite a bit simpler, then have a look at Men of Iron. Great system, not too complex at all. And then I did a complex game, but I did the basic game, Tokyo Express. That was a good game. And then a game that everybody sort of likes and raves about, not least because of the components. They're all wood, cards are great quality, it's a card-driven game, and that's The Shores of Tripoli. And then after that, a couple of more games. We did Space Infantry Federation, which was published by Lock and Load. Solitaire game, like a States of Siege game, where all the alien races were moving in on you. You had to push them back. Fun little game. And then finished off with D-Day Peleliu, which, if you know the game, solitaire game, is full of coloured dots. And I am colourblind, and I did a video on how I was going to play it, being colourblind. But I did 2 or 3 videos. And I tell you what, it was so stressful and mentally fatiguing, because if I'm playing it on my own, and I do, if I make a mistake with a colour, who cares? Yeah, nobody knows. But doing it, videoing it, I had to make sure that every colour was the right colour, and I had to call people over and say, is that brown or is that red? So yeah, but a good game. That's the end of the second year. And this third year, I played some great games as well. I mean, the favourite out of my first year probably would have been, RAF, I think, out of all those. favourite game for the second year. Not saying that the others aren't any good, but the one that did it for me, I think, would be Men of Iron. Yeah. And this last year, we started off. It's going to be awkward to pick a favourite out of this because I started with Atlantic Chase, and if you know me, Kyle, yeah, if you know me, then you know that I'm quite partial to a bit of Atlantic Chase. Did a lot of videos, did all the tutorials, did playthrough, and then we went back to the second one in the series by Booga Simulations across the Boog River. That was good. I like that system. And then Tony sent me a game because he knew I'd like to have a go at that. And that was Mrs. Thatcher's War. What a great little game. If you want a great solo game, it is a bit like States of Siege. You're pushing things back. You're pushing the Argentinians back. And you're trying to move yourself forward, trying to yomp across to get to where you need to get to. Great little one. And then I did one that was sent to me. It's more like a Euro game called Eisenhut, which the man, to be fair, had put together with all the blocks and everything. It looked really good, but the rules I was having trouble with. He's been developing it for over 10 years, and I did a playthrough, and he did a big long list of the things that I should have done or I didn't do. And I thought, hello, I know I'm new at this, but you know, that's a lot of things to forget. So maybe, I said, you know, not knocking the game looks pretty good, you know, I'm enjoying it. But what most designers do is they send the rules off to get proofread by loads of people, get a developer on board to make sure the rules are easy to follow, because you know the game back to front. I don't. So I was missing things because they're all over the place. I don't think he quite liked that because I never heard anything back from him. But anyway, it's a shame. And then I did a funny little game that the designer sent me, a print and play game. It's on War Game Vault, called The Last Tank. It's just one sheet, and you mark I put mine on the laminator, so I've got a dry wipe, and you have to make crosses and damages and all that. That was quite fun. And then Panzer. What can I say about Panzer? What a game! And if you're thinking of getting it, I highly recommend it. And I would learn the basic rules, and then the thing is, you learn the basic rules, and then you plop in the advanced rules as and when. So you can learn the basic rules, and plop in the advanced combat, get happy with that, then plop in something else, or plop in a little silly little rule like bogging down. So when you're moving out certain terrain, there's a chance your tank will bog down. So you can add to it as and when you want. Fantastic. Then we did Warfighter Pacific, and I don't know if you play Pacific, but it is harder. I think it's harder than the European one. It is hard. And I finished off with a game again I thoroughly enjoyed. Got beaten by it. Malta Besieged. Me and Stuka Joe didn't make it. I think Tweez did it. Blue Tweezers did it. He did it, but didn't win great. But he got through all the decks. Oh, better catch up on the old chat. I can't believe it. People are turning up. I love you all. There's nothing you can do about it. Brilliant. Where are we? Yes, I've got Avalon Hill, and I've got some victory games as well. Bo, thank you. Yeah. Yes, Mark. Yeah, doing the hunters. It's great. The thing is, the reason it takes me so long to do a video, not supposed in the first year, I was knocking them out, and if there was any sort of mistakes, I'd put that in the description of the next video. But I thought, no, that's not very sort of proper way to do it. So what I do now is I'll video it and watch it and edit it, make sure it all fits together nice, and then watch it. And if I make a mistake, then I'll put it up in the text and say, oh, I did this wrong, I did that wrong. And that tends to work, and people forgive you for that because you've picked up on it. Although, to be fair, when I have made mistakes, people have been ever so gentle about, which is how it should be, isn't it? You know, we all make mistakes, and if, yeah, people can, for one thing, help me out with Panzer. You know, brilliant. Just little tweaks here and there. You know, yeah, it's brilliant. So yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed Panzer. I try and make it funny. I try and make myself. I try and play the game like I'm playing it with you watching, not group. You watching. You're looking over my shoulder, or you're looking down. And if I throw a good die roll, I will jump up in the air, and I will, you know, make. Or when I when I don't throw a good die roll, you know about it, you know, and I get excited, and that's how it should be with these games, I think. So yeah, what else we got here? Yeah, we all do, Cole. We all do, mate. Yeah, we all make mistakes. Oh, thank you. Now, I'm not sure how to pronounce your name, my friend. Uata Gerch, but I love your comment and thank you for it. And I hope you told whoever company you bought the game off that you bought it because you saw my video. Yeah, we all make mistakes. Yeah, say ain't so. So, I don't know what. Yeah, Panzer Solar Ball. The only problem with it is the way I got around it is that because you have to, each player, it's a two-player game, and you're playing either the Germans or the Soviets or the Brits or the French and the Germans. You have to give each sort of like what they call squadrons, no, or groups of tanks orders. If they're stacked together, you can give them one order. If they're in a certain radius of each other, you can still give them one order because they shout the order or whatever. But it's secret. You have to look and say, right, I'm going to give that one a move, turn it face down, put it on the pile, on the stack. These are going to fire, and these are going to do opportunity fire, whatever it's called. Can't remember now. And the other person does the same. So you don't know what you're going to be doing. The way I got round it is just to roll a die each, and whoever won, the other person had to put their, it's me of course playing, had to put their commands on face up. And the way I got around it was that you've got a little bit more intelligence in that phase of the game, so you've got an idea of what they might be up to. And it doesn't matter, then you put the other players on. So that's how I got round it. But yeah, it's soluble. It's everything's soluble. So soluble. Yeah. Carl, don't start him off with Algiers, Algeria. Do I have GMT of the US Civil War? No, and I tell you why, Airman. Somebody else or a couple of people got. Actually, I know nothing about the American Civil War. About 6 months ago, I know a little bit more, but not great. It's not my area of expertise. But I thought, okay, and I wanted to play. And I'd seen Stigler doing, you know, he's heavily involved with the Great Battles of the American Civil War series. So I was watching a few of those and going, oh, yeah. And then Tweez, we started to do live streams, and he said, no, what happened was last year GMT had their 50% off sale, and I got hold of Death Valley for silly money, and I thought I might as well get it. Not going to get it at that price again. So I got that, and I thought, crikey, what am I going to do with this? So Blue Tweezer said, do you fancy a game? So we played a game of the Great Battles of the American Civil War, and I got hooked on that, if that's the right word. It's not my sort of thing like Second World War or certain eras of history, but that's my preferred American Civil War system. So I don't really want to get into another one or into the great campaigns of the American Civil War. Not there's anything wrong with them, it's just I want to focus on one. Airman, it's going to cost you the airfare if you flew over to see me and shake my hand to send me that game. So it would be lovely, but no, it's going to be awful. It's not a light game, is it? Yes, yeah. Now World War One, David, and peeps, is something I've not got into either. And this game, though, looks interesting because Ben Madison's, as I mentioned earlier, Mrs. Thatcher's War, fantastic game. And I'm looking at doing, he does one on the American Revolution. He did 3, he did the series of 3. Can't remember the third one. But yes, this is his new one, Kaiserkrieg. And I'm thinking, will that give me the World War One? So, what I'm looking forward to, though, with Stuka Joe's CDG solo thing, is Paths of Glory. Because that's the reason that thing was originally designed by Joe. And because of that, and that's Jester's, one of Jester's favourite games, because of that, Solo Assistant, I've ordered it to see if it can get me into the First World War. God help us if it does. That's another rabbit hole. But yeah, that Kaiserkrieg, Herman Luttman raving about it, said it's a good little game. So yeah, that may well be on my list. Thank you, Dennis. Thank you, sir. Crikey, what are we doing here? There's 26 people watching. I don't believe it. Fantastic. Yeah, crossing obstacles, just something, because I've come from a World War II background. You know, my love of history started, so my father was always in World War II and played a few games, but I was always interested more in the history and the films and all that sort of thing. So when I got back into this, that's where I started, Second World War. But of course, as you know, it goes as you play more and more games. But yeah, World War One is an untouched thing for me yet. So we'll see. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Gettysburg. Yeah, that's your battle, isn't it? Over there. That's the one. That's the big one. Yeah. But we'll see. I mean, I quite like the look of Most Fearful Sacrifice. So once again, I'm not sure if my live partner, as it were, is going to play that with Herman, or he's might let me have a go. Might teach me, because he does a good job. So he's teaching me all these games. Bless him. Storming the Rest. Yeah, what's the other one? You've got Paths of Glory, and you've got the other one that's the sort of Mediterranean, Mediterranean thing. Yeah, I know. Give me a hernia lifting that one. Bunker Hill and Yorktown. Who's that? I know they're battles, but are you answering somebody else's comment, Craig? Trying to keep up. Not used to this. Trying to keep up with all the things. I can highlight them. You see. Thank you. See, I forgot I could do that. I'm in charge now. Pursuit of Glory. Yes. That I think's in the second series. Yeah. Yeah. I'll try and click on the Dubris. So I've told you what I'm playing. Empire of the Sun turning up tomorrow. Oh, crikey, I'm showing my ignorance here. Are they, one thing to Cornwallis, aren't I? Ah, the ones the ones you won. I was saying, oh, gotcha. No offense taken. No offense taken. I gotcha. Yeah, okay, Craig, got you. That's cool, isn't it? It's cool. I like doing that. It's cool. Oh, yeah, okay. Rub it out. I don't care. I've got no hair. Yeah, the Revolutionary War. I've suddenly realised that's what you were talking about rather than the American Civil War. Yeah, gotcha. I'm showing myself up now. Yeah, I should have swapped this link for tonight, Mark. He's putting up here. Well, let me just do that. Look, there we are. I was going to do that. I was going to advertise this on all the Facebook groups I'm a member of, but I thought, isn't that a little bit, self-indulgent? When we're doing the war room, I don't mind doing that, or when I put up videos and on the channel, A few hours later, I might put them on the Facebook pages just to let everybody know. But yeah, it's a little bit, ooh, a little bit in it. But yeah, I did think about it. Maybe next time. Who knows? It might be a next time. Viper Dave. Yeah, who would have guessed it, eh? Who would have guessed it? That I'd still be here and you'd still be watching. Yeah. Yeah, Pursuit of Glory. That's the one. Are you talking about me, Airman? I hate Vassal. Only because Stigler, don't shoot me if Stigler's listening. Only because I can't, I'm all fingers and thumbs with it. I like to push counters about and move them about. Of course, that's not very practical when somebody lives across the other side of the ocean, or even in another county across the country with Tweez. I just can't get on with it. I prefer Tabletop Simulator because it looks more like the real game. But yes, I could. And maybe I could do that. I don't know what to play. But yeah, let me have a think about that. Good. Yeah, maybe that's a good idea. Yeah, thanks, Emma. Thank you, sir. Yeah, I do. Only because I have to. Only because I have to. If you've watched, I've clicked on something and all the counters have disappeared, or I've messed something up and you can hear him tooting in the background and he has to click and reset it and all that. So I'm just clumsy with it, you know, so I just can't get on. It doesn't flow with me. Whereas a proper game, of course, flows, doesn't it? You're sitting there chatting away, moving stuff, you know, picking up the rules. Yeah, it's different on Vassal, and I noticed that when we were playing Red Storm, because if you know Red Storm, you have to work out your flight plans and write down where your planes are going to be flying, they come in, what they're going to do, circle around, and where they're going to come back in and go out. And you can do it on the Vassal module, but it's just like crap. So next time I do that, if I play it again on Vassal, I'm going to use a piece of paper and go, look, that's my flight plan. So yeah. Is it? Is that the one though that some people don't like for some reason? I don't know. I could be completely wrong. Yeah. But yeah, it's all that series, isn't it? I tell you what, I did enjoy playing on Vassal. That was Giving Tweez. Was that's the only person that would play with me because he knows, you know, he puts up with my inability to use proper tactics. Was Men of Iron. Enjoyed that. Well, maybe you should. Maybe one day down the road, you know, we'll say let's play something. You've got to. Oh right. See, I've got Paths of Glory in order. Not sure about the other. And that again is only because I would never have ordered it because it's again a card-driven game. Of course, I can use it with the solo CDG solo. I wouldn't have bothered with it otherwise. Yeah, that's well. We'll work. See, I can't promise. I mean, I have to work. And if you saw me editing videos and the swearage that occurs and the hours it takes and the alcohol to do it with, you'd be amazed. People don't realise how long a video. Ask Mo. Mo, you know, Mo's Game Table. He knows what I'm talking about. How long it takes to edit a video? Hours. Hours. Even an unboxing video can take two and a half hours, 3 hours to edit. Crazy. Well, thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Von Holdinghausen. Yeah, the other thing with Vassal, of course, it looks like it's something out of the 1999-ish sort of thing. It's very good, you know, you can play games and things. It's just, you know, but I use it, it's a necessary evil is the wrong phrase. That makes it sound like, you know, I use it because I have to, you know, and I enjoy playing other people. I play solo. That's a fantastic thing to do. You have great fun, great narrative in here, theatre of the mind as they call it, going through the game. But when you play with other people, it's, even if it's the same game, it's a completely different game because you're playing somebody thinking for themselves now, and you still got, you know, still got the narrative, but you've got the narrative between the two of you now, and the banter backwards and forwards. So yeah, play something Crossing. You know, looks like I'm going to get loads of invites. Hi Harold, thank you for turning up. Yeah, but don't learn off of me. What's up, game-wise? It's on here. I'm still trying to learn the rules. I've had not a lot of time lately. What with our new live stream with Tweez, Donna Schlag there from Fuka Simulations. Again, ideal for Vassal because it's a two-player game. It's got cards, but it's got hidden information within the cards. It's a bit like Combat Commander, where you have a pack of, you know, have cards, and you go, I'm playing that one. The other bloke goes, oh, I'm playing that one then. So it's a little bit like that. And also because it's a breakout into Stalingrad, you have to decide which area you're going to try, if you're the Germans, try and break out into, and shout Donna Schlag as you do so. And that's hidden information as well. So we're playing that. But the next game will be another Fuka simulation. Is hopefully I've forgotten the name of it. It's Operation Theseus, of course. Operation Theseus, the Gazala thingy, 1942. And then after that, I want to go back to my roots, because as if you caught the thing earlier, is I wanted to go back. I played a lot of DVG. I love DVG. You know, if it wasn't for DVG and incidentally the support they gave me early on in my channel, you know, I wouldn't probably be doing as much as I did. But I'm gonna do that. Zero Leader. So that's up next. After that, I don't know, because I get, you know, oh, shiny. You know, I get a bit waylaid. Just he loses his rag with me because we're supposed to be doing these 10 games, and I keep going, oh yeah, oh, they've just sent me this. I've got to play that. So yeah, oh well, problems. You'd like to have a go at Panzer? Oh, I have to see. Okay, all right. I can't promise anything because yeah, it's a good game. It's a good game. All right, I'll bear it in mind, Airman. Here we go. This is going to upset a few people. That's a coin game, isn't it? They don't do anything for me, I'm afraid. And it's not to say that there's nothing wrong with them. They just don't do it. Jesters tried to teach me Cuba Libre. It was like, it's a cube, it's a cube. I know it's got its fans, and I'm not doing it down. I don't own a coin game, so unlikely. However, there is one coming out, not written by somebody else or designed by somebody else, set on Mars. And I loved the series The Expanse, and it looks a little bit like that. So that may, well, if I get it, that will get on the channel, and that will be the only coin game probably that I play. So fingers, you never know. I might play it and go, hey, these coin games are fantastic. Let's get another one. So you never know. But yeah, at the moment, they just don't. I don't know why. Don't know why. Nothing wrong with them. Just not for me. Oh, have I lost everything? What have we got here? Let's. Here we are. Exactly, Cam. Exactly. I much prefer to play the old thing. Unfortunately, I don't know what it's like in your part of the world, but over here, you can, you know, the nearest person I know is Tweez, and he's 150 miles away, or wherever, or however far away it is. So yeah, it's great. It's great for that. But I do prefer TTS. Ah, see, I have to do, yeah. They take also, yes, of course, because I've learnt my little trick, which make it's okay, but it adds time onto videoing, is not to do 2 hours of video and then go and edit it and find out after 10 minutes you've made a complete cock up of something and the rest of the video is useless because you've got to reset. So I tend to do it in little spurts of 10, 15, 20 minutes. That then is manageable to edit, and if everything's okay, I leave it as is, you see, and carry on and video the next bit. And if I make a mistake, I can go, oh, okay, let's just go back. I shouldn't have done that, did a complete thing. Go back and reset it exactly how it was. I don't cheat. If it's a card, I put it back on the top so it gets picked again and all that sort of thing, because that's how I do it. But the editing is just tremendously long. Why is that? That's fair enough. That's fair enough. Why is that? Is it because I'm being taught, or you just don't like wrestle vids? I don't like watching wrestle vids, but be interested to find out why. Hi, Stephen. Nice to see you. Thanks for dropping by. Thank you. It's that chap Stigler. He did a complete course, and I think also Aardwolf's Lair did a little bit of a series on it. So Stigler and Aardwolf's Lair are the people to teach you, or get somebody to do it as you're doing it. Yeah. Yeah, Zero Leader. I can't wait, actually. Can't wait. It's silly. I know. People poo-pooed it. I love the games. And it's solo, and I can sit there and make noises and, you know, bombs dropping and all that sort of thing. Not played it. So I can't comment. I'll tell you who has. It's Jester, ID Jester. He's played it. They're good games, you know. I mean, I've got that's the Field Commander Napoleon one, isn't it? I've got Field Commander Rommel, which, as I said earlier, they all take the mickey out of. But I don't know. There's a lot of game in there. There's loads of scenario, loads of campaigns. So go online and look them up on YouTube. Have a watch. That's what I do. You know, when I want to have a look at a game. The reason I ordered Empire of the Sun, I watched a few videos, I thought, God, this looks cracking. And Pacific War, because I thought, oh, I want that. Even if I won't play it fully, it's one of those games, I think, and it's daft, and I know us war games are like that. It's just got to be a must-have, isn't it? It's a classic. It's not going to come out again. Once it's sold, it's sold. But yeah, watch some videos. It do. There's not so many aircraft in Zero Leader as there are in Corsair Leader. Corsair Leader had a shed load of planes, and each plane, as you know, has 3 cards with double sides, because you can rank them from newbie all the way up to sort of legendary. Yeah, loads of cards. Not so many in Zero Leader. I think we've fallen sky. Have I done it again? Which one's that? Is that a coin game? Fallen sky. What was this is what you're going to get with me. You're going to get brain farts. I'm sorry. And that's the one. Red Dust Rebellion. Yes, that's the one that may take me over to the dark side. Quite agree. We're not getting any younger. Let's make the most of it. People love this one. Yeah. I just can't. I've watched some playthroughs. I just can't get into it. Oh, yeah, I'm getting it all wrong again. Tell me about it, Cole. I've had to have a shift round, and there's a little gap there, hopefully big enough for Empire of the Sun, which is turning up tomorrow, and then I'm full. And then the next lot's coming in. I'm thinking, oh, what am I going to do? There's no room for any more shelves in case you say, what's some more? No, I can't. This is my living room. I'm down one end, The wife is up the other end watching the telly with the headphones. So yeah, no room, no room. But yeah, I hear you. Yeah, if I got something wrong again, I do apologise. Right, apologies. Again, Stefano, doesn't tinkle me tinkler. I've looked at videos and I ordered, what's the one that came after Netsky? Almarid. I ordered it on P500 and then took it off because I thought, no, no. I'd rather do that and, not play it. And they go, well, you're not playing that for. You didn't unboxing. So everything I unbox, I will endeavour to try and play before I curl my toes up. It may be a while, but I'll try. Yeah, again, and there's nothing, nothing disparaging about it. It's just not for me. What we got here? Yeah, Chuck is a good lad, and he's commented on he said he liked my unboxing. It's only an unboxing. That's great. So yeah, he's really keen. And Stuka Leader looks good as well. So can't wait. I know they're all the same. They're not all the same. They've got the same mechanic, but there are tweaks. And Chuck did well once Corsair Leader came out. That was different from the rest of the Leader series because of the combat system, because of the dogfighting. And Chuck's taken that and gone off with it, and Stuka Leader, and there's Fulcrum Leader coming, and I think there's Spitfire Leader coming. So yeah, but I'm looking forward to the other ones. I'm looking forward to what's the other one? The other Dean Brown one, the guy that designed D17 Leader, Spruance Leader. Looking forward because it's different, just like that one's different from all the Leader games. Yep, that's them. Have a check out. Yeah, can't disagree with that. BH can't disagree. Yeah, I just like the tactileness. David, no worries. Better late than never, my friend. Thank you. Thank you. Not yet, but I'm working on it, Airman. Cheers. Oh, where are we? Yeah, I think yeah. I think I don't like to collect. I like to buy games and play them. I mean, even if I buy some of these sort of Avalon Hill victory games, I like to get them unpunched, but then I enjoy punching them and clipping them and then getting them out and playing them. This one I've mucked about with, pushed it about, used a little map, and I think, oh, it's lovely. But it deserves a bit of time and effort put into the rules to get the most out of it that Mark wanted you to get out of it. So I think maybe, if God forbid I can't do my channel anymore, then maybe I'll get that out and ask the nurse to tell me what the counters say. So we'll see. Yeah. I know the coin games and the levy and campaign games can be played solo, and there are solo bots for the coin games, as far as I'm aware. But yeah, I think the fun is playing against other people, but they just don't ding-a-ling for me. But good luck if you enjoy them. Oh, I see. Put the games on, not yourself. Right, okay. I've got loads of crap under there. There's books and things that I've taken off the shelves to get these blooming things. Anyway, it's my problem. Yeah, I don't mind. If it's a purely solo game that's been designed as a solitaire, because people get the words wrong. As far as I'm aware, solitaire is made for one person. A solo game means or solo friendly means you can play it by yourself, but it's made for 2 or more people. So solitaire game is great. playing a game solo is fine as long as you can do that, split the mind. And even though you don't get over it completely and you know exactly what you're supposed to be doing, I find that fun because you're just playing the game and trying the best. You know, even though the other player knows because it's you, you're going to move up there and try and take that bridge. You know he's going to do that, so you're going to do your best and hope that he throws a bad die, and you can get up there and. Huh? Oh, I thought the internet had gone off there. Sorry about that. I was just having a word. I was just shouting at her saying, "Turn that television off." Sorry. As you see, like solo game, should I get target for the day? Target for today, target for tonight, the hunters, the hunted, the under the med, all that are dice chucking, table looking up games. If you don't like that sort of thing, then they're not going to be for you. They are very narrative because you're, again, theatre of the mind, you are becoming that plane, and your crew you want to look after. If they get wounded, you feel it. You don't, you know, it's upsetting. Out of the I don't know why you picked that one, but yes, if you like looking up tables, like you take off, throw a dice to see if you take off. You throw and look up on the table. As you get up, you throw another one to see what the weather's like. You know, you throw a dice, see what the weather's like. You start flying, see what happens as you get into the different areas, and if anything attacks you. I would get, if you've not played these games before, I would get target for today if you specifically want an aircraft game. If you don't mind, and say for instance submarines, the Hunters is on P500, cracking game. Again, it's just looking up tables. You're going around on a map, seeing if you can find ships. When you find them, you decide if you're going to go after them. You decide if you're going to be submerged, if it's during the day and there's an escort there. You go, and then you can see how far near you're going to get to see how, when you fire your torpedoes, you roll the dice, see if you hit it. The thing comes after you, the escort comes after you, roll dice, look up on tables. So if that's what's if that's what you're into, then yeah. The other one, target for tonight, yeah, so looking forward to it. And I'm going to play it. There's a lot of errata with it, and the tables have been redone by fans who say planes during that time at night, German planes, didn't attack front on. They didn't need to. They came behind, and the tables needed to be adjusted. So there's a bit of errata I'm working my way through on the rule book and the tables and that. But yeah, they are great if you want to play that purely solo. Never been. Is that because they don't do it for you, Viper Dave? If a game doesn't like coin games, I don't think I'd be very good at it because my heart won't be in it. Well, I tell you what, just done one on Corsair Leader. I know I've done one on Corsair Leader, an IAF Leader, and he's also done the tank one, Tiger Leader. So go and watch our mate Jester. Oh, I've done a full play. Oh, I did a. Well, I see what you mean. The game is written, the rules, Jeremy White. That's why I love his games. That's Atlantic Chase and enemy coast ahead, and Skies Above the Reich, Storm Above the Reich. That's another game I want to play. His rule books are fantastic. And if you've watched my videos, it starts at the end. He said that's how you learn it. So you start it at the end, and do the bombing raid, and then you move back, and then move back, and then the last thing you do is the first thing. I don't know if I'm going to do a full. Just play the video backwards. Stephen, great to see you. But seriously, other Stephen, I may well do. I've ordered Dambuster Raid, so on P500. If that turns up, I'll do a playthrough of that. Don't worry. I know Stephen here likes Dambuster Raids. Oh dear. But it's like this. Do you know what? I was so surprised that I don't know what the video looks like. It doesn't look too bad looking at it. I'm on 480, is it 480p, really low resolution, because I went up to 780 and it was like this a little bit. But it doesn't look too bad 480. So if my toaster of a computer can do it, you just need to get a cheap old laptop from the old, what's the one where they, like pawn shops where they chuck them in, get one. Yeah. If my computer can do it, then anybody can. God, there's so much chat. Thank you. What have we got? 32 people. Thank you. Not sure what that means. Oh, you talk to Stefano, doesn't, or LNC. I'll get it in a minute. I'll come back to that. Yeah, and it doesn't mean there's anything wrong with them. It's just it's not for us, isn't it? You know, but the Red Dust Rebellion. I am looking forward to that because it's science. See, the other coin games are set in different parts of the history, and they don't appeal to me. Oh, I just remembered they brought out a little mini one, haven't they, with 3 or 4 little mini coin games about the British Empire. I have ordered that purely because it's Britain, hoping that Red Dust Rebellion gets here first, so I can go, oh, it's not too bad. I'll give that a go. But yeah, at the moment, you know, Gandhi and Cuba Libre and all the others just don't do it. Ah, now then, I'm gonna, don't hate me. There's a story. It was my birthday last month, and the family clubbed together and gave me some wodge and went, because they didn't want to buy me, so I'll get a game, just I'll pass the app round. So they gave us some money, and I thought, enemy action Kharkov. I thought, yes. I wanted combat, exclamation mark, but that was out of stock. So I thought, Butterfield, can't go wrong. Enemy action Kharkov. Watched a few videos. Didn't go. I didn't go like I did with RAF, like I did with D-Day series. Just didn't do it. Now maybe I'm watching the wrong people play it. I don't know. It just doesn't click. It's just like you move and then you put the chits out, and you've got to say, all right, I want to make sure I do that. So I've got to pull a minimum of 4 chits out. So I'll pull 15. Right, let's make sure. And I know there's bad ones, and you can lose strength and all that. It didn't. Maybe I need convincing. I'm waiting for combat, exclamation mark, to come back in, because volume 2's in stock at second chance, but you can't have that till you get volume 1. So I'm waiting for that. It hasn't doing it yet. It's not doing it for me. I think that may be it for me. Is they're a bit Euro-y, aren't they? You know, I do play other games, but it's you know, it's nothing wrong with that. That, they say, is the precursor of Target for Today, and Target for Today has more sort of chrome on it. But yeah, nothing wrong with that one. Yeah, same here. You know, did I have a good, and also, yeah, did I have a good time playing it? If I played it solo, did I have a good time in myself, or playing it against somebody? Did we both have a good time and laughing and joking and, you know, coming away slapping each other on the back saying that was fun? Yeah, and learning about history. Yeah. That's a terrible impersonation of Conan, Craig. Yeah, and that's the other thing. If you want to play it, I've come across people that won't play a war game unless it's a complete simulation of that battle. And my answer to that is read a book instead or watch a film, because if you play a war game, yes, it's historically in the right place, the map's correct, you're setting up your pieces roughly, you know, where they went. But as soon as you move that piece, you're in fantasy land, as Herman says. It's a fantasy game. So yeah, I love trying out different things. Especially if it's a battle you're familiar with and know a bit about, you'll think, well, we lost, but that side lost, but let's try this, you know, and see what would have happened if we went round the outside there. And yeah, that's what I love as well. Yeah, that's the thing about games like Target for Today, Target for Tonight, Hunters, and that. The dice is the boss. The dice runs the game, and the tables tell you what the dice want. So decision-wise, there's not a lot of decision in those type of sort of table-driven, dice-driven games. Other dice-driven games like Malta Besieged, which is a States of Siege game, depends on the cards because they're shuffled. You can play through it historically, but you can only do that once because you know what's coming. So you shuffle, and also dice throws, you know, throw you off as well. So you've got a little bit more decisions to make because you've got a certain amount of actions to do. Do you use your supplies up to get another action or two? So there's more decisions in that type of game. And of course, a game like RAF or even B-17 Leader, lots of decisions, you know, so depends what you want out of a solo game. Hi, Gareth. The DVG U-Boat Gato. I've never played them. Yeah, the difference is, of course, you're playing a sort of, what do you call it, wolf pack of U-Boots in U-Boot. And I think it's the same in Gato. You're playing like a sort of pack of Gato submarines, the Americans, whereas Hunters and that, it's you in a single, you and your crew in a single submarine. So thank you for that. Yeah, I can't believe it myself. No, I've not been. The only time I go live, Larry, is when I'm on the War Room on a Saturday night, and I can't believe we've been on an hour and a quarter already, and you know there's 32 people watching my answer. I can't believe it. But yeah, thank you, thank you, well, thank you very much. I suppose first time. Oh, because you're in Hawaii, yeah. Always much later, yeah. We'll go on this time on a Saturday, but for the War Room. But yeah, but thank you, sir. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Carlos. Thank you very much. Cylon. If I knew what that was, Craig, because you're obviously a computer thingy. No, I'm trying to look. I'm trying to look what sort of operating system it's got on here. What does it say? It says Windows 98. There we are. That's probably why I'm having trouble. Great, it's a great game, and Jess has just done a playthrough as well of a mission. But yeah, it's good. It's a good game, and there's decisions. Not as many as some other games, but you have to pick it. The thing I love about the DVG games is you have to pick who's you're going to play with. In the case of Corsair Leader and the other Leader series, you have to pick your team, your squadron if you're playing an air game. And there's tons of things to check. I like to do it randomly. So I like it random and go, oh, crikey, that's not very good. But there we go. That's what you've been given. With things like Warfighter, people moan that there's too much of a setup. You've got to pick your squad. You've got to pick your equipment. And that's the idea of the game. That's the part of the fun, is equipping your squad, picking your squad and equipping them. A bit like the old Mission Impossible TV series with Peter Graves going through all the photos, going, whatever him, yeah, don't want that one. Oh, she'll do, yeah. It's like that. That's the fun part of it. So yeah, check out. Oh yeah, check mine out or check Chester's out. Yeah. Yeah, aren't they for you then, Harold? Don't work for you? They don't work for everybody. Yeah, and I'd like to give that a chance, because I remember many moons ago you making a comment on one of my videos saying, get combat, exclamation mark. And we're going, oh, it's expensive. He said, yeah, I know, but it's a lot of game. Now I want it. Now I've got the money waiting because of my birthday. I can't get it. But yeah, it would be good because it's a big game. The maps are quite big on that game. But yeah, I'd play it. You know, I've got Warfighter on Vassal. I've got Lock and Load Tactical on Vassal. Loads of things on Vassal, but I prefer to play them on, you know, for real. It's like, I don't know if it's anybody else this. You may have a DVD of a film that's one of your favourite films, but when you see it come on the telly, you will go down and sit and watch it on the telly, even though you've got the blooming DVD there, because it's different watching it on the telly. You've got the breaks down, cup of tea, and it's weird. It's the same with Vassal with me. I'd rather play the game, even though I can play it on Vassal. I'd rather play it for live. But I'm looking forward to getting this combat one day. Michael, good evening. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, don't do it for me. No, sorry. Not that I'm saying there's anything wrong with them. Yeah, but at the moment, it's like, nah. Sure. Yeah. But yeah, it's a lot of money if I don't like the game. I've got to make sure. People are doing more and more playthroughs. Grantos is doing, a guy called Grant, I think his name is doing a playthrough of it. Jeff is even doing a playthrough of it. If you like Jeff's videos, you've got to have a bit of time to watch one of his videos. But he's doing a playthrough. Yep, quite right. Nerdy, thank you, sir. Yeah, but it is about history. Otherwise, I do play other games, but we just play them all the time. You know, play fantasy games all the time if history wasn't important. But it is, and I like to learn things. Yeah, well, Malta Besieged. I don't know what I know you did a playthrough and you seem to thoroughly enjoy it, Stuka. But I loved it, and I know they're not. And I got told off for calling them that. I know they're not States of Siege. They're something else. David's games for DVG, you know, like Pavlov's House. They're a sort of States of Siege. You're holding back the enemies to stop them coming in and destroying you. I'll remember the name of them in a minute. But I love them. I love those sort of games. The actual victory games, is it victory games? We did them originally. I love them, but can you get them? I'm just hoping that Worthington will do a few more. Keep up the fire. I want to see a few more playthroughs of that before I do anything. But that looks interesting. Yeah, you see, World War I again. If I get into that, God help you, bro. It'll be your fault. You know, I'm going to have to get that. If I get Paths of Glory or the other one, the Kaiser thing from White Dog Games, and I get into World War I, then I'm going to have to get Raiders of the Deep and the one with the airships. So stop it, you lot. It was European ETO, mainly West rather than East Front. I preferred, and North Africa I quite like. But because of other games I've played over time, and look, Pacific War and that, I'm getting quite into, because we were still, the Commonwealth and the Brits were still involved in the Pacific and some of the islands. So yeah, it's starting to creep up on me. I'm playing Corsair Leader, and Zero Leader now is going to bring it home a little bit more. So yeah, but it used to be European, but now it's like, I don't care, whatever. Thank you, Del. It was good fun. It was good fun. took ages because I had to stop and start because of things happening. But luckily, I can keep it set up here. But yeah, glad you enjoyed it. I recommend it if you like that sort of thing. Well, and I'm hand on heart here. I didn't think anybody would. Maybe a couple of my mates would turn up, like Tony and Jess, and they did, and a few others say hi. But I am gobsmacked the amount of people. 32 people have turned up and stayed, and we've been waffling for an hour and 20 minutes, and you're still here. It's brilliant. So thank you. Yeah, thank you. That, of course, Gareth, is already going to happen. I know this. I'm going to get Combat 1, then save me pennies, and then by the time I save me pennies, Phil at Second Chance will go, hold out, mate, sorry. And I've got to wait another year and a half. Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? It's weird. But yeah, I mean, I don't play Warfighter. I'd rather get it out and go through the cards and, think, no, I don't want that. Yeah, no, go on and have him. Right. Yeah, that's what I love about it. I know, I'm amazing myself, Tone. But then you knew I could, yeah, but I'm just amazed. All the people chatting away and putting comments. Yeah, brilliant. Crikey, this is good. Anything's better than IT work. I'm joking. But yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah, actually rolling them. Yeah. But you said that last time when you got Combat, you went, that's it. Beans on toast for the rest of the month. But yeah, but that's why I was quite shocked when I watched the playthrough and I didn't go, I didn't start sort of salivate and go, I'm going to take my money. I'm going to have to wait on that one. That's the word. Thank you, Mark. David Thompson's series. They are sort of a little bit like Stage of Siege, where you're pushing back. They're great. Yep, you're right. Yep. Thank you, Tim. It's great to see everyone. Great to see. Thank you, Crossing. Check out the Vassal things and see what happens there. Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? That's the other thing. It's like, you've got a counter over here, and then your counter, you've got to slide across and get to your one. It's great if you've got a television screen the size of a football pitch, but there we go. I haven't, and I don't know if you can see it. Get your head out of the way. I've got the Solomon Islands because the time I realised I wanted to have a go at last 100 yards, it was out of stock. So I got that one. I've ordered the other one as well, the normal one, and the airborne, and the Russian, and just hoping I like it. But the reason I can do that is I know they're not going to be out for another year and a half. Didn't know there was. You're talking about this one. The only expansion I've got is this one here that's just come out. That I've just received. Do you mean that, or do you mean the no target for tonight comes with extra aircraft, and that's so you can fight in Italy or fly over Italy? But let me know. Look, Stephen, look. This is how old this computer is. This monitor is in black and white. I'm gonna have to do a GoFundMe for a new computer. My namesake. Thank you, Dean. Yeah, if I can. What's Colt say about 100 yards? Fair enough. I haven't tried it yet. I hope it does. I say I can always cancel them, but I'm not going to be out for a while. But I hope it does. I can try this one, see what it's like. A little bit tricky to solo, evidently. There is some hidden info, I understand, but we'll see. Solo Board Gamer has done a playthrough of it, so I've had another check out of that. What time do you call this, Tweez? Nearly finished. But anyway, thank you for turning up. I hope your rehearsals went well. Yeah, they look lovely as well. They look nice. I mean, I like we all like a nice looking game, I dare say. Yeah, and and of course there's another rabbit hole. They're churning them out. He's found a niche, and he's like, you know, but good luck to him. I was thinking about it. I was thinking about target, because it's the Brits, target for tonight. If I get all the errata and the other tables sorted and have a little playthrough and see how it works, I might do something like Jester did and pick, you know, subscribers and that to crew it. That might be fun, but do it for the Brits, you know, for the Lancasters and things, and the Sterlings and all that. So yes, possibly. I remember you saying this, I think it was on our Tech Up page, yeah, that you didn't think it felt very Japanese. It was just like Last 100 Yards with Japanese counters, the first last 100 yards with Japanese counters. We'll see, we'll see. Well, you should be running about a stage at your age. Terrible. Take it easy. It's been too hot to do anything, any running around whatsoever. And I'll tell you what, it's an hour and a half, 32 people watching. I love you all, and I think what we're going to do, we're going to call it a night now. An hour and a half. I wasn't expecting to be on all this late. Yeah, Brun, me too, mate. So thank you, my darling, for stopping by. We all need to shoot. I think it's getting late here. So all I can say is thank you so much, everyone, for coming along and wishing me a happy birthday for the channel. And I hope to do another 3 years at least before things get a bit as your father. So until then, next thing we're doing tomorrow with Tweez, we're doing Donnerschlag there. Second part. We may have Patrick turn up. He said he's still on holiday. Lucky swine, the designer. But definitely the week after, he might actually be on the broadcast with us. So yeah, hit that like button, please. Yes, smash it. You might be on the following week. And then Saturday, of course, we've got War Room with those two geezers. 9 p.m. British Summer Time, 4 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. So, yes, we love you all, and there's nothing you can do about it. So until next time, as always, you take care, and goodbye, everyone.